enhance our ability to play a leading role in our collective efforts towards peace and stability. The Ummah as a whole also needs to be steadfast in the promotion of peaceful dispute resolution mechanisms. We must ensure that a body within our organization is created to ensure that disputes between our nations are amicably resolved.
Generally, I believe it has been a successful meeting in that there was consensus on all we set out to do on the agenda. There was no major disagreement really on the key issues, at least, that were very important to us.
The Gambian leader also commended the UNESCO executive body for accepting the state of Palestine as a member and the United Nations for the decision to offer the country a non-member observer state status. The two-day summit came to an end with President Jammeh declaring the Gambia's bid to host the 14th summit of the organization slated for 2019. The offer was welcomed by leaders of the second largest international body, who also have it noted in the final communique adopted by consensus at the closing ceremony.
The Wolof says that Kuyagasi ten back fekalofo. You know, His Excellency has been fighting, you know, for this country to host the OIC. And it's way back to 96, so to 2000, where, you know, we've expressed, he expressed, you know, the intention of the Gambia to host, you know, the summit. So he has been given the chances, allowing others to have it, like Malaysia for some reason. A request from the Malaysian President Mahathir, and subsequent you know, meetings also, you know, he let it go. But he believed that the time was not right, maybe, and that was Allah's decision. You know, His Excellency made it very clear, a very passionate proposal, you know, for debate this afternoon, and it was well received. And before the end, it was declared, you know, that they're very happy to inform the gathering that the next summit would be in Turkey, and they have accepted and appreciated the offer of the Gambia to host it in 2019.
That was a high note, bringing the session to a close, with the President assuring leaders of the bloc of a successful summit, counting on the experience garnered in the hosting of the African Union Summit in 2006.
But the totality of the summit has to be seen not only in the context of the final communique, but also in the context of the individual interventions made by the different heads of state and leaders.
The changes that are happening could be used to further strengthen human development. And when I talk of human development, it links me to the fact that OIC comprises of countries that are one of the richest on earth in terms of minerals. And if we are to use these resources well in support and in solidarity, we should be able to tackle most of the poverty issues that we face in our countries.
He met the President of the Republic of Turkey, His Excellency Abdullah Gül, and the size of the Gambian delegation in that closed-door meeting is testimony to the different fields of interest the Gambia wishes to engage its Turkish counterparts. The President also met the Secretary General of the OIC, His Excellency Ekmeledin Isanogulu, as well as the head of the Moroccan delegation to the 12th conference of the OIC, before departing for Banjul under a trail of successes recognized even by Gambian students studying in Cairo. They have gathered to cheer him off at such short notice. Abdunjai, Grts.
The people of Penyam, West Coast region, recently celebrated the inauguration of a skills acquisition center, courtesy of a Netherlands-based NGO called Help the Gambia to Learn. Fatou Jassa reports the intervention forms part of a broad range of endeavors conceived to arm the youth of the country with vocational education.
After years of concerted efforts geared towards providing quality education for the village's future leaders, the Friends of Penyam Village finally took delivery of a skills training center which will serve as an annex to the upper basic school.
Well, we would like to build lower basic here on the grounds, and we hope to start maybe September, October, if the funds are available, because now we go home and we do fundraising for the lower basic.
The regional education director hailed the philanthropists for donating learning materials to school children, which he said will aid them in their education. He further urged the people to make the best out of these facilities brought to their doorstep and tasked parents and guardians to work hand in hand with the teachers for the betterment of the village. Bakari Kujabi is the project coordinator. He dilates on the numerous benefits his community will gain from the development.
The community will really utilize this structure because it's well equipped, and definitely it is for the interest of the village and the entire community, especially the Gambia, because it's well equipped, and I think we will make the best use of it.
The community of Penyam village through the Alcalo expressed their appreciation for the laudable gesture. For Grts News, I am Fatou Jassi.
Well, the Gambia Police Force has taken delivery of 10 stretchers and 10 complete first aid boxes. The items donated by Gambia Red Cross Society are expected to help the police when it comes to handling emergencies. Fatou Jassi again.
The Gambia Red Cross Society works closely with all the stakeholders in the provision of assistance to vulnerable groups. It is in this vein the humanitarian organization continues to invest in sustainable programs at all levels of society to provide the much-needed social services.
It is the responsibility of the Gambia Red Cross to make sure that personnel of the police force living in the Gambia or working inside the Gambia should have basic knowledge of first aid to be able to protect and save lives. For being the case, the Gambia Red Cross have trained at least annually 30 people, and this year the cooperation will also continue, and we are also going to target another 30 personnel to be trained. But this donation that we are presenting today is a support from the international community of the Red Cross, that is the ICRC, who had signed annual agreements with the Gambia Red Cross, and part of the agreement is to support and build the capacity of the police force in terms of first aid.
The Gambia Red Cross Society top official revealed that this support was provided by the International Committee of Red Cross as part of agreement signed to build the capacities of the Gambia Police Force. Abdullah Sanyang, Commissioner Administration of the Gambia Police Force, recognized the support rendered by the Gambia Red Cross Society all these years and called for an increase in the number of service personnel trained annually by the Gambia Red Cross Society.
Having first aid at a remote area by the police also will not only assist the police but the community at large, because you have certain areas where health care is not available, so the police can take care of that duty, and then training police officers, like training 5,000 police officers who are, have the first-hand knowledge of force aid. That means you are adding 5,000 volunteers to the National Red Cross Society.
The Deputy Inspector General of Police, upon receiving the gift, applauded the humanitarian organization for the good gesture and assured the donors the materials will be put into good use.
First aid bags and 10 stretchers given to the Gambia Police Force as a trial. We definitely commend them for what they have done. And once again, I was saying earlier on, these 8 boxes and stretchers is good to the Gambia Police Force, since Gambia Police Force is mandated to secure life and property.
This donation is among the many interventions the Gambia Red Cross Society is doing to help the vulnerable and improve standards of living. For Grts News, I am Fatou Jassi.
Well, time now to take our first break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at other news. Stay tuned in.
If you were searching for, you can visit us at our state-of-the-art banking hall headquarters at number 50 Keraba Avenue, or call 4399-144 or 437-8489. We have various branches and implants within the Greater Banjul area and throughout the length and breadth of the country. The branches are Tabokoto, London Corner, Cow Junction, Pakote, Brikama Nyambai, Brikama Haulakunda, Bansang, Soma, Farafene, Bara, Basse Highway, Basse Santusu, and Fatoto. All in all, we have 41 branches just for your financial convenience. At FIG, we have 7 mediums through which you can send and receive money worldwide. MoneyGram, Money Express, Connection Express, Lee Direct, Western Union, RIA, and Wari. Don't just send and receive. FIG it.
Welcome back to GRTS News. Now UNESCO has revealed